All right, I'm not sure if it's officially streaming yet. I'll give this a second. It's a very important topic. It's a story that has just broke in the last 20, 30 minutes here. Caught me off guard, got to tell you. You knew there was a possibility when you're a great manager, when you're successful, when you are sought after, when there are suitors for you. There's no question that Bob Melvin is a hot commodity around Major League Baseball. He's the longest tenured active manager across all of Major League Baseball. And now he's been with the A's since 2011, so 2021 was his final season. I can confirm what's already been out there today. And other people have their sources. I have my sources. Bob Melvin is headed to the San Diego Padres. Frustrating for A's fans. I don't think I need to explain or make this about me, but personally, when your family dog, your first child essentially, is named Melvin, you know how this hits. I think all A's fans understand that Bob Melvin was a glue that held this team together for years, through good times, through great times, through rough times, through rebuilding times. Players looked up to him. Players like Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, Marcus Semien. You can go back through all the years. The Coco Crisps early on. He was a guy that honestly was one of the catalysts of 2012 and what happened there. That was only his first full season managing the A's. Think about that for a second. In his first full season, he creates that magic with that group. And if you think I'm taking it too far by saying he created that, he was a large part of the A's success over the years, right? I mean, they've always been a late team, a comeback team, a gutted out team, a very cohesive team. What do you think is the common thread? Players change over the years. Bo Mel's assistants had changed over the years, and I realize the front office has been a constant too. Let's not take that out of the equation. But Bob Melvin meant so much to the Oakland A's, and I feel even weird saying this, like me doing this video, this title on the bottom of the screen. It has not sunk in yet. There are a lot of questions. What comes next? Who comes next for the A's? Ryan Christensen, Mark Kotze, somebody else? I don't know. I'm not even allowing my brain to get that far. I will tell you, I firmly believe they're in good hands. But Bo Mel was, he would hate to hear me say this about him. He was the king. Ran the club so well. And if your mind is racing about why this happened, how could this happen, these are all details which I'm sure we will hear from the sources directly themselves. You would have to think, and Bo Mel was under contract for 2022. The A's had exercised that option not long ago. But you would have to think that they allowed him to explore. They gave the approvals for him to explore other teams, and because of that, I don't even know if the Padres were the only one. Maybe there was another team in the mix. Maybe there were other. I mean, you would think that the Padres probably had their eye on Bo Mel, but the Padres certainly interviewed other candidates for this open job. So what does it mean? Why did it happen? Agonizing this must be for Bob. It's his birthday, by the way, today. He loved, and why am I saying this in past tense? He loves the Oakland A's. This is a man that, besides what he did for the team, he bled the green and gold. He's an East Bay guy. He's a Cal guy. Yeah, I know he grew up in Palo Alto, but he had every making of being the perfect A's manager. And we loved it. We enjoyed it. And now he's headed to San Diego. And look, it's a great opportunity. Personally, as a friend of mine, I wish him the absolute best. I think he's got a great thing on his hands. But also personally, I'm not happy. pretty upset, actually. What does it mean? I mean, is this a trend moving forward? Is this a sign? I always said, you know, the day that Bob Melvin was no longer the A's manager, you know, I hoped it was because he was leaving baseball. And I hope that was, you know, another 10, 20 years down the road. I wish that game happened at Howard Terminal. We got to celebrate it. Turns out now we've seen the last game that he managed. So I know this video is short. I've got actually stuff to do here at work. I'm doing Sharks pre- and post-game live tonight. But this happened. This is super important. I wanted to pass along my thoughts. Definitely going to miss Bob Melvin. Going to look forward to him and what he does in the National League, thankfully, not in the American League, but the longest tenured manager in Major League Baseball has changed teams. I can officially confirm, if you missed it, and through my own sources and not copying anybody else's reporting, Bob Melvin will officially sign with the San Diego Padres. I'll do a later and a longer, more detailed video on this later, but I wanted to get this out here as soon as possible. All right. Thanks, everybody.